I was a taxi driver, yes, but I also, within the week, I was studying economics. And because of his teachings, I understood the central banking system is actually not really good for us.
All right, welcome, MMCrypto. My name is Crypt. I'm an up-and-coming influencer, very lucky to be sitting here. So first off, what has been your biggest mistake?
I mean, I had a couple of mistakes. I'm in the crypto space for like 8 years, so there were plenty of mistakes. In the end of the day, it's just important to have, number one, of course, to learn from your mistakes, not only to learn from other people's mistakes. That's the best thing. If you make a mistake, not a problem, just don't do it twice. But yeah, if you want to know specifically, maybe sometimes I opened a trade not based on my TA, but opened a trade based on greed or based on fear. And that, of course, usually leads to you losing the money. I bought an altcoin, which was hyped a few years ago, and then it went to zero. But overall, on the balance, I definitely made much more good decisions than bad decisions.
All right, so this is an interesting one. Is there anyone whose mantra and approach first inspired you in the industry?
I remember a German influencer, Julian Hoss, he back in the days talked about how Bitcoin was just a great safe haven for people to actually secure their purchasing power. And I was very happy to watch his content because of him, I was staying away from these MLM schemes, which are basically only created to take your money. Another very important mentor basically was my professor in university, right? I was a taxi driver, yes, but I also, within the week, I was studying economics. And because of his teachings, I understood the central banking system is actually not really good for us. Because of him, I understood Keynesian economics, money printing is not good, and that fiat currencies have an expiry date. And eventually I found Bitcoin thanks to him.
All right, then two very quick ones. I want a quick fire answer. What is your prediction for BTC for the end of the year?
100.
Beautiful. What is your prediction for BTC for 10 years?
10 million.
All right, let's go. What is your favorite altcoin and why?
Bitcoin, basically, but that's an altcoin. But I made a tweet yesterday where I said number 1, 2, and 3 are Bitcoin. There's no number 2 and 3 for me besides Bitcoin. So if you're asking me for my most favorite altcoin, I would say probably it would be Ethereum. BNB is one of the few exceptions, and that's why it's my second biggest altcoin holding.
All right, so how do you maintain balance in your everyday life and keep yourself grounded?
I do gym, I do football, I do pedal. I have a strict eating schedule. I try to go asleep at the same time. All of these things are helping, and of course, staying grounded is important. Then charity work and all of these things. It's very easy, especially if you are swamped with money and attention, to lose grip.
All right, what is your next goal? I know you're so accomplished, but what is your next goal to achieve?
So I want to reach more and more people and eventually help Bitcoin to reach the full mainstream and get known by everyone.
I'm going to put two questions in one. So what is your advice, first of all, for people like myself who are micro-influencers, getting a good reaction, coming up? What is your advice to them on the journey? And then what is your risk management strategy that you can share so that those influencers don't wreck themselves and the communities don't end up wrecking themselves?
Try to collaborate with other influencers of your size. Then a very important thing is basically skip all the trial and error process. You trial, it doesn't work, you try this and it doesn't work. Skip all of that, see what works already. You have all of that information basically laid down on Instagram, YouTube, and so on, and try to remodel that for your own purpose. Focus on Bitcoin to manage your risk.
There you go, 100%. Mr. MMCrypto, thank you so much.
Big pleasure, man. Bye-bye.